The following is an AZPM original production.
For AZPM, I'm Mark McLemore, and this is Arizona Spotlight. Coming up, the nonprofit organization StoryCorps was founded in 2003 by Dave Isay. It's dedicated to finding the extraordinary stories that everyday people have. A StoryCorps mobile recording booth recently visited Tucson, and we'll hear just a few of the stories they recorded while they were here on this special holiday edition of Arizona Spotlight. StoryCorps has had many good slogans over the years, but my favorite is "Listening is an act of love." First off, we have a piece featuring two of the StoryCorps mobile recording team who were in Tucson, Kiplin and Jada. They'll share some of the reasons why they think their job is important. We'll also meet two of their guests, Lee James Finn, a 90-year-old veteran with many stories to tell, and his daughter Karen, an avid fan of both StoryCorps and public broadcasting.
I was actually working for a nonprofit in Atlanta, and StoryCorps came and did some interviews with the staff there. And I said, I want to do that.
I initially, started doing StoryCorps to capture the story of my parents and older relatives. And then I started doing StoryCorps to kind of disprove the lack of African-American fathers or Black fathers, because all of my friends are daddy's girls. But if you listen to just the general media or general culture, you wouldn't think that a Black girl could be a daddy's girl.
My name is Lee J. Finn, and this is my daughter, Karen Finn.
I have two daughters, and I think it's very important that they remember where they came from and the effort it took to give them the opportunities that they have today.
My grandkids can look up what my life was when I was in the military, when I was in the Air Force.
My father is 3 generations from slavery. I am 4 generations, and my daughter is 5 generations. And I think it was really important to preserve that history and his history, being born in the South in 1935. At a time where it seems like history seems to be optional, I wanted to make sure that we preserved our history and our truth.
We should know something about our generation, and they should know something about themselves. Actually, some of the things now have been so long till I forgot about them. So a lot of them coming back to me, memories.
My father really is a quiet and very humble person. He did not want to do this initially.
The majority of the people leave the booth on a high.
He was really thrilled afterwards.
Normally what happens is there's a partner that comes in and doesn't know what's going on. All they know is they've been dragged there, and when they start talking, generally we can't shut them up because everyone has a story to tell. It's very interesting to watch things kind of unfold, people's perspective. I think about an interview that I did a while ago with a former police officer from Hapeville, Georgia. And he's telling this story when he was a youngster that they would break into a racetrack and they would race in cars around the track. Someone doing that now would be something that he would be absolutely, totally against. He would villainize them. And you could see him looking at, well, that was an adolescent thing that I did. And maybe I should have some grace.
This was a gray Saturday in Atlanta. It was 2 blonde women, and the mother was exceptionally proud that her daughter was a freshman at Emory. And so I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is gonna be another, white bread story. Okay, come on, let's, go to the studio. The youngest daughter, who was there with her, was a sickly kid. This young lady had coded at least 3 or 4 times before she became a teenager. And as the story progressed, the mother talked about the fact that she had had a breast cancer diagnosis and was in the midst of this breast cancer fight. And she said that she knew how to fight because she watched her daughter fight so many times too. I'm sorry, I still get emotional about that story because we all 3 walked out crying. And it just really hit home the fact that you cannot judge.
I thought it was really important in this particular session to really talk about the whole arc of his life and how it's covered American history. From being born in the South in 1935 to joining the Air Force when the United States Air Force was a very young service. That whole history of 90 years, and there's so much more. How our parents as an interracial couple were able to really build a strong family and give us opportunities that they could only dream of.
We all know you can't judge a book by its cover. You all know you can't look at someone and even pretend like you know their story.
And what you see is not necessarily what you get when you go deeper and allow people really to become vulnerable. We are so much more alike as human beings than we are different.
The video version of that story, produced by Andrew Brown, is available now on the Spotlight page at azpm.org. StoryCorps conversations average about 45 minutes, but they graciously permitted Spotlight to air some excerpts. Next, we'll hear a mother and daughter who have mastered the art of good communication.
My name is Sarah Nixon Kirshner, and we are in Tucson, Arizona. I'm here with my daughter, Rosie Fisher.
Hi, my name is Rosie and I am 9. And I'm born in LA.
That's true, you were born in LA. Do you remember LA?
No.
Nothing about it?
I do remember a house.
Our house? What do you remember about it?
When I was trying to time on a ball.
Oh yeah, that's right. You used to walk, when you were tiny, you used to try to get onto this big exercise ball backwards. So you would walk around the house backwards with your butt sticking up, trying to sit on a ball. That was funny. We lived in LA for the first 1.5 years of your life, and then we moved to Tucson to be near family, huh?
Yeah.
I loved LA, and I love that you're an LA baby and that your brother is an LA baby. And
Yes?
yeah, I mean Pasadena, if I want to be technical. But it's fun to raise you guys in the town that I was born in and grew up in. It's kind of weird, though. I never thought it would happen. Okay, so every summer, because we're in Tucson, which is very hot, we always go to San Diego for a week, right?
Yeah.
And for the last 5 years, we've been going to the same place. And what do we call it?
Rosie Beach House.
That's right, Rosie's Beach House. And we don't know what it does the rest of the year, but it's definitely there for us that 1 week, huh?
Yeah.
It's across the street from the beach, and our whole family's there, and it's amazing.
Yeah, and Aggie.
Yeah, and Aggie, my sister, comes in with her husband Levi, and Rachel and Brandon from Flagstaff with Lily. I mean, it's just a joyous week, right?
Yeah.
And it was so awesome. And then this year, right after that, we went right to Chicago for a conference for Coulin-de-Vries syndrome. It's the rare genetic situation we got going on here. And there's kids from all over the world who came with their families.
Yeah. Right. Emmy.
Yeah, like Emmy from Ohio. Molly from New Orleans. Lily from Michigan. Right?
Yeah.
And then there was a ton of other kids. But Rosie made good friends, and it was great. But the first night we were there, we were at the resort.
Yeah.
What were we doing?
We were eating dinner. Roddy at Heaton Noah in his room to change.
Right. Wiley, your brother, wanted to go upstairs to change in our room, which is like the 5th floor or something. And he's 14.
Yeah, he is.
And so he went to go change. And then what happened? You wanted to follow him, huh?
I wanted to follow him.
Yeah.
And you say, yes.
Yeah. So you raced after him. So your dad and me and my mom and dad were all sitting at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then Wiley came back. And we were like, where's Rosie?
And he said,
And he was like, I don't know. And we were like, what? Rosie, the thing is, you have such a good sense of direction. I didn't think for 2 seconds you would be lost. But it was a totally new place, huh?
Yeah.
And so what did you do during that time?
I don't know. I did walk around and then I had someone and then she take me to another person.
Well, that was what was funny is the whole place.
My mom.
Yeah, the whole place was full of people that already knew our faces and names, right? Because we were in the yearbook or whatever.
Yeah,
So they
we
were like,
were.
hey, are you Rosie?
Yeah.
And so they knew your name and they knew us. And so this nice group of women came over and brought you to us.
Yeah.
But what was so funny is we found out what happened, right?
Yeah.
We're like, Wiley got all the way to the elevators and then you ran up, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Mommy.
And then the elevator doors closed. And Rosie's just standing there staring. And Wiley's like, oh, well. And he went to the room on the 5th floor. We're like, wait, what? You just kept going? He's like, well, yeah.
Robin.
What a nut. I mean, at least that was funny. And now we always have a story to tell. And Wiley loves that story, doesn't he? He loves when we bring it up every day.
Yeah. And then they bring me back to our table.
Yeah.
And my dad went to with me.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Then we lost your dad because he was looking for you.
Yeah. Then we watched.
It was a big chaotic situation. But all ended up happy, right?
Yeah.
And then at the conference, we got to meet such cool people from all over the world. And the doctors who discovered the syndrome from the Netherlands. Crazy.
Yeah. Mom?
Yeah.
And it abe who we met at the same baby shot in.
Oh, yes. So when we the last conference we went to was in Park City, a long time ago, before the pandemic, 2019. And Rosie was tiny.
Yeah, I was tiny.
One of the things that these kids have is this incredible mind for people and faces and names, huh?
Yeah.
And so one of these kids came up and was like, I remember you from Park City. And we're like, what? Because we didn't even talk to anybody in Park City, huh? But you remembered all of us. And Rosie, you're the same way, huh? You remember everybody.
Yeah.
We'll be like, what's his cousin's name? And you'll be like, obviously Linda. And
Linda.
you're like, what are you talking about? How do you know that? You just remember, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Just your own magic.
Mom?
Yeah.
Tell me what your favorite memory when you were a little kid.
I have no idea. Do you remember something that you're thinking of?
No.
I don't know. Having a sister was pretty fun because she was 3 years younger than me. And so I got to kind of, be in charge. Which I used to love bossing people around. Now I don't at all. I hate it. I don't know. I just don't like it anymore. And I was real bossy then.
You were?
Yeah. If you look at our old home videos, it's always me being like, no, do this. No, go over there.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with me? It was funny because she was littler, so I could kind of trick her into stuff. I'd be like, well, if we don't play this way, then I don't want to play at all. And she'd be like, no, I want to play. We'll do it your way. And they're like, that's right. But she's now she's just as clever or more clever than me, so we all got ours.
Sometimes a rule is don't mess with Addy.
That's right. The rule is don't mess with Aggie. That's exactly correct.
That was Sarah and her daughter Rosie. For Halloween this year, Rosie went as the character Madonna played in A League of Their Own. I hope she had a great time. StoryCorps invites you all to make your own recordings. You can visit storycorps.org and find out how easy it is. Our next StoryCorps excerpt is from two men who met at the University of Arizona, and their pure joy in talking and hanging out really comes through in their conversation.
Hello, my name is Chase Crehan. I am 22 years old. I'm here with my friend Robert McCloy.
Hi, I'm Robert McCloy. I'm 21 years old. We're in Tucson, and I'm also here with my friend.
I, Chase, am originally from Baltimore, Maryland, where I was born. Go Ravens, go O's. Originally, I grew up staying around that area and decided that after years of sports and outdoor activities with family and friends, I decided that I wanted to move somewhere with more geographical elevation, hence the West Coast. And when I graduated from high school, I prepared to apply to colleges, and I landed in Tucson at the University of Arizona.
That's how we got here. I am from San Francisco, and I came for a few different reasons. Already being on the West Coast, of course, I applied to a bunch of West Coast schools. None really worked out that I was looking towards, and then I found that my mom actually came to U of A, visited, loved the campus, and I was like, wow, this is definitely worth applying, and then I ended up here.
Was your mom ever in a sorority?
No.
No?
She wasn't. She was here in the 80s.
Oh.
You know the Sahara on Stone?
Yeah.
That's where she used to live.
Really?
Yeah.
All 4 years?
No, just like a few of them.
Oh,
she was in
okay.
AZSO freshman year.
So
Right.
I was in Apache dorm. Shout out the Apache dorm.
Coco Nino, baby. Old COVID dorm.
I am in my 5th year here on campus. And despite what other people may think or say or feel in their own capacity, having a 5th year is not a bad thing. I know so many friends of mine that have had a 5th year. If it's beneficial for you, then I think that you should do it. And because I took my 5th year, I was able to do a dual major. And I'm hoping that my 2 majors, business and journalism, will propel me into my law future.
Yeah, I don't think 5th year is bad. And then you're still here so we can hang out.
Yeah, like...
Exactly.
What would you do without me?
I don't know, honestly. Let's see. I came a year after Chase, so it's 2022.
I remember meeting him when he was a freshman, coming through the pledge process and the fraternity in which we had met.
Crazy. No, that was fun. Yeah, then a lot of late nights. I remember that one night you doing my essay to like lit at like a 9 a.m. class, and we did the essay until like 7 in the morning. I turned that essay in. I think there was like 57 errors in the essay between grammar and syntax and everything. And then it was just it was nonsensical, honestly.
Okay, well, in my defense, I had been drinking before Robert had showed up.
Okay, well, I was writing it, and you came in, you're like, I could write the best essay ever. I'm like the best writer. And then that's what came out.
And I am a good writer for the record. Okay?
I think it's all on record.
Like, you know, having a couple beers and you living in a fraternity house, it's like 7 o'clock at night. I still am pretty proud of that work that I did.
No, we got it done. Honestly,
we got it done. And
50
that was
is better
the
than
most
a 0.
important. A 50? I thought it was a 70.
No, I got like a 52 on that.
Oh my God.
Oh, I got a really bad score on that. Yeah, no, that was not good.
Oh, well,
But hey, 50 is 50 times better than a 0.
There you go.
That's a lot more points.
52. You said 52%,
yeah,
right?
there we go.
52 times better.
Now we're raking it in.
Yeah, don't forget those 2 extra points. They matter.
And that's the beauty of going to school like University of Arizona. There's like 40,000 people here.
Oh, yeah.
And you've met some good people outside of your circles that you thought you're stuck in a little bit.
100%.
Now you're totally branched.
Yeah. And because of that, like, I was able to branch out from the fraternity. I was able to look into more clubs, get more involved on campus. I've joined the Italian club since, the Dolce Vita club. Shout out Italy. I do have great grandparents and grandparents that are from Sicily, so I have a little connection to Italy there. Ciao.
I see you over there.
Molto bene.
Keep going.
I kind of lost like my train of thought.
Yeah, really?
I got lost on the Italy. But yeah, again, since leaving that, I've been able to focus more on my passions, and I really, really, really love this book that I'm writing. I'm getting ready to hopefully release it by this spring of 2026. And I hope that someone will read it and be able to connect to my characters the way that I connect to them. And I hope that if I can just get one person to read the book and feel like they're being seen or feel like they are being understood because of similar experiences in their life, then that would be a goal accomplished.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Whole novel, honestly. That's really cool. It's exciting. You hear that? This spring, ladies and gentlemen, grab your wallets.
My final note to the audience and to my younger self is just be yourself and don't be afraid to experiment with the things that you like. I think that when you're young, you kind of push those things down below, but the older you get, the more you realize those are the most important things that should be on the surface.
Real. Want to shout out my family. Got Genevieve McCloy, Chris McCloy, Janet Hobach, my passed away dog Kibo, my new puppy Simi. Real ones.
And shout out the Creehans. Candace Crehan, my dad William Payne, my sister Tierney Crehan, and my brother Gianni Crehan. You little demon. I love and miss you guys.
Those were frat bros and best friends Chase and Robert, reminding us all it's okay to laugh at yourself and at each other. In this StoryCorps excerpt, meet a mentor and a mentee who each work against the grain, not to make profit, but to profit this community.
My name is Marcela Molina. I am 51 years old, and my relationship with my partner is my colleague and friend, Jess Edelbrock.
My name is Jess Edelbrock. I'm 35 years old. We are in Tucson, Arizona, and my relationship to my partner, Marcela, is she is my friend and my colleague and a mentor. So we work together at Tucson Girls Chorus, and one of the huge things I've learned from you is a feeling of being limitless in what you do. And I really would love to know if there was a first moment that you started feeling, like, where does that come from for you?
Well, as you know, I was born in Colombia, in Bogota. My upbringing was, I think, very privileged, even in the circumstances of my country, where, there's tremendous disparity within our society. But I had a family who was just really encouraging of think big and think without limits. I would say that my major inspiration for that was my father, who passed away about 11 years ago. And I think the limits that I have felt have been, I think, maybe brought to me by my environment that is outside of my home. The normal society, norms or social norms or social interactions with people, which I think is very common to feel like I shouldn't be this or that. And of course, there are so many insecurities along the way. But then I think really, again, just like the capability of talking, looking inward, and being like, okay, what is it that is limiting this dream that I have, or what are the barriers for that particular thought?
That's the theme.
That's the theme.
Breaking barriers.
Yes. And then breaking through them. I think
Doing
it's a lot
it
of
anyway?
inward. Huh?
Doing it anyway?
Doing it anyway. Even if I'm scared. I think that's really part of it, is just being okay, being afraid. And being like, okay, if I'm afraid, it's a normal feeling, and I just need to, if I really want to do it, then I just have to go through the fear.
Speaking specifically of TGC, Tucson Girls Chorus, where we work together and that you've built, I think that's a big mindset difference in what I've noticed. The more I grow and learn about how other organizations or businesses or just people operate, is just everybody feels scared, but a lot of people just let that be a thing that stops them instead of a thing that ignites what they do. And then you instill that in our whole team. So we just explode. It's really cool.
I think the perfect example of that is how we operated during COVID. It was a tragic time for a lot of us, and I think for the arts was really difficult, and for singing was very difficult because it was such a vulnerable thing to do, as the nature of our job was the catalyst of spreadness of the virus. But I felt during that time that it kind of infused a lot of energy and a lot of creative energy, because not doing it was not even part of the conversation. And I just counted with, an amazing team. You were part of that, to just create. And that's what we did during really difficult time.
From the beginning, you were like, okay, let's just shift.
This
is what we're doing.
Shift and create.
Keep the girls. So you're getting ready for a shift in the nearish future in your life next fall, when I will be interim for you while you're on your sabbatical in the artistic director part of it. I know I'm going to want it to be such a slam dunk and
Yes.
just so good for the organization
Yes.
that I'm worried that I'm going to hold too tight to things
Mhm.
because I want it to be really good and then it will backfire. So that's something that I've had some insecurities
But nobody knows that
about.
organization more than you.
Yeah.
You have been leading. You have been leading a lot the
Yeah.
past through 2 years, 3
Yeah.
years as the director of operations. So I think you've been practicing that muscle.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. And if you start holding too tight, I know because I know you that you're going to look inward and you're going to realize it and then you're going to shift. And that's okay. It's okay to hold tight and then
Yeah.
release. It's
Yeah.
okay to do that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm excited. I mean, I think I feel similar to you in the, like, this is a little, for me, it's not an unknown thing because
Yeah.
we know I will be there, but.
And you know what you're stepping into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I feel similar in the contradiction of the feelings.
Yes.
Of like, I'm really excited, but I'm also really anxious about it. And,
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you have a great team. You know that
Mhm.
you have a great team next to you. And you are standing in a really solid organization.
Yeah.
So
that's very true.
So you just ride the wave.
Yeah.
You ride the wave.
Going.
Nothing new. I don't think anything is going to really surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm like mystifying it too much. in
Yeah.
my head.
It's going to
Yeah.
be, you're going to be just
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
And then I am a phone call away.
I know.
It's not like I'm disappearing from the
I
earth. Like if you really need,
Yeah.
I'm like doubting about this,
Yeah.
I'll always
Oh,
be
I
there.
know. Yeah.
I want
No,
you
I
to
know
feel
that.
like this is your time to do it.
Thank you.
This is your time. Trust your 2 feet. You got this. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
TGC for life.
For life.
If you are struggling with self-doubt this holiday season, I hope Marcella and Jessica's conversation helps you to listen to that positive voice in your head, the one that tells you, you've got this. StoryCorps invites every person hearing this broadcast to consider listening to the stories of someone important in your life and preserving them forever with StoryCorps and at the Library of Congress. Just visit StoryCorps.org and you'll find all the resources you need to make your own recording, including a free downloadable app. Remember, listening is an act of love. Thank you for listening to Arizona Spotlight. This show is a production of AZPM. The production engineer is Jim Blackwood. I'm producer and host Mark McLemore.
AZPM's original productions are made possible in part by donations from listeners like you. Learn more at support.azpm.org. Thank you.